Hey guys, Hallie again with Keep It Dirty Off-Road, and I got my kids with me. And today we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of the 17 to the 2020 and really look at what's different in the 2020.
I think the broken one's better.
I do too. There's so many more memories there. All right, so
I got nothing. I'm new.
So these guys are going to help me. Christian, you're going to man the camera like usual. Ethan, we're going to go through and let's find out everything that's different. So one thing I want to point out is right off the bat, the back end is very different. Obviously, the applique is different, right? You have this whole solid gray applique compared to this one that's two-tone.
Oh, that felt so rough.
Yeah, but see how two-tone it is. But notice the camera. See the big V shape on the camera right there? Yeah. On the 17s, it's a little bit flatter for some reason. Not sure why they did that.
A little bit. That's flat.
Yeah.
That's really flat.
And they still...
Yeah, want to know what annoys me? No LEDs.
And
you see these crappy little light bulbs right here? Those suck.
And they still haven't fixed the LEDs. So if you guys haven't seen it, we have a video on how to change these out. Super easy with the discount code. It's really worth changing it out because, come on Ford, what the fuck? All right, next change. So this is the more obvious one. Again, everybody knows this one. You got the factory beadlock wheels. Changed a little bit with the spokes. And I'm not a fan of the spokes because that right there is going to get damaged on the trails because this is almost the same height, if not higher, with the beadlock ring installed. So that kind of sucks. Okay, let's keep going around the outside. I think for the most part... Yeah, for the most part. No, there's a difference here too. This was your old LED lighting. See how there's 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs in there in the 17?
And the 2 here.
This one only has 2.
Okay, I'm unlocking this.
So you still get the amber turn. You still get the amber turn over here, right? It's not... Well, mine's a little older.
I can't tell which one's brighter. Okay.
Ethan, get in this truck. Christian, get in this one. And let's try it out. So it's pretty bright. So there's that one. It doesn't... I think the old ones are brighter. The 17s are much brighter because they have more LEDs.
Yeah, they're much brighter.
On the front end looks basically the same. The camera still looks the same. The hood vents look the same. I think the only other difference outside is the...
That I'm sexier?
The live valve. The what?
I'm sexier?
Shut up.
No.
Let's go take a look at inside to see what's different on the inside. Go ahead and open up your door, and you open up your door.
It's blue.
Yeah, so on the inside...
Oh, no one wants to see me sexiness?
If you guys remember, we have the nice old leather seats. Mine are fucked up and old, but there you go. And you have the regular center console. And notice I have red lighting because my red lighting is configurable. Also, you notice the way the sync system looks. And mine has that white stitching or white gray stitching on there. If we go to the new one, it's way different. Now, we ended up getting the Recaro seat upgrade, so you get this really cool blue stitching as opposed to the white, which I like a little bit better. Carbon fiber is the same, but look at the Recaro seats.
Blue.
And these seats are awesome. These seats actually grab you. Right, Ethan? Those seats actually grab you and you can't really move on them as much, right? They're nice and grippy.
My butt cheeks got stuck in there.
Now, we are worried about how well these are going to hold up.
Yeah.
But we heard from a couple guys that even though it looks delicate, it's actually very durable. So we're hoping that's the case. We're going to test the hell out of it because you guys seen our old seats. They look like shit.
Right?
Maybe. All right, now, the nav is also new for the 2020. See that blue look? That's new for 2020, and there's a couple features that come in it. Now,
it's 55 degrees.
Before I show you that, notice the cool little striping that comes on there. That comes with the Recaro seats. It's exclusive to the Recaro seats. Another change from the 17 is the steering wheel. The steering wheel gets this really cool Raptor logo that's inlaid. It's actually inlaid. This is not a sticker. This is actually carved into there. And the steering wheel, the materials of the steering wheel feel different. Yeah, they're not the same. That's another change. Now, this change happened in 2018. You get the B&O radio, right? But let's go look at something else here that I wanted to show you guys. The drive modes are different in the 2020s. I'm sorry. This started in 2019, but you get a whole lot more drive modes. Normal now is in the middle. You get deep sand and snow. Baja, you still get rock crawling. Now you get slippery, which is kind of interesting. And you get a trailer tow mode.
And it's smart.
Yep. Drive mode, the steering modes are still the same. It's still sport, comfort, and all that stuff. Gauge view does change a little bit. You do have the option now to see 2 gauges at a time. Before you could only see 1, and the only option was turbo and transmission. Now you get a whole access to a bunch of other gauges on here, which is kind of cool. The only thing that sucks is you can't put the transmission temperature up at the top. I'd loved seeing the transmission temp over the turbo because the turbo doesn't give me anything. So that kind of sucks. Now they do make up for it by giving you this extra menu that does give you all those different temp selections that you can only pick 2 of in one screen, where you can actually see the air fuel ratio, the trans temps, quite a bit of information on here, this is kind of cool. This is something that should have been included before. And I think that's it. Oh no, so the other thing too is you'll notice the symbols are a little bit different there on the lower right hand side. You get a whole lot more information on this screen than you did on the old one.
Oh no, it's different too.
Another change, the button locations. We have the camera button here. I think they started doing this in the 19s. And then we have our trail crawl control, whatever they call it, the cruise control for off-roading. Another cool feature that you only get on, I think, the 19s, and I'm not sure if this is specific to the 20s, but the 20s get a hotspot. Yes, the vehicle has a hotspot, and that's actually through Verizon. Aside from that, there are some minor tweaks here in the trim. There's this little gap right here that I didn't notice before, but everything else looks almost the same.
I don't know, something different.
What?
One's at 60,000, another one's at 60.
Moron. Okay, so let's show you guys the difference in the drive modes. See how you just have sport and all that stuff? It's a little bit different. Our steering wheel's basic. Yeah, I know. I chipped mine a while back. And the materials are different. See how mine has the perforated leather and it goes to that? This hasn't aged all that well, especially this part. It has not aged well. The new one has a little bit softer materials and it's leather all the way around. And that centerpiece looks a little bit more reliable. Now the nav looks different. So you guys can see here.
It's the same, Dad.
And then down here, you see how there's no gap like there is on the other one. Aside from that, what else have we noticed inside? Oh, the armrest.
Camera.
See how that armrest looks? Yeah. Oh, and those buttons.
Move it. Anything else in here? All right, there's some wrappers in here. That's a change.
Shut up. So you go back to this one. This new armrest is nice. You get some more of that suede continuing right there. It just looks nicer. The inside's about the same. They haven't really changed that. You still have a spot for a pen that you'll never use.
Just like Missy.
And what else is different, guys? Oh, a big change.
Whoa.
You get an electronic parking brake. Yeah. No more manual parking brake like you have on the 17. It's a big change. Close it up.
I think handlebars are different too. Handlebars are different.
No, I don't think so. I think that's the same.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, they're different.
See, look, this one's bigger. It's wider. Look at the other one. It's skinnier.
It looks about the same.
No, look.
Oh, no, it is a skinnier handlebar.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
skinnier.
and look. That's not secured well.
Yeah.
It's not as secured as the other one?
Look.
Yeah, this one does look a little bit beefier.
Dad, look at the center control center. Or center control. See if it's different.
Center console. I think that looks about the same. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
It is. You gotta. It is a little bit different.
you get the trim on there. I did not notice that one. Different color on the B-pillar. The gray with the black. You can't really tell unless you're far away from it on that side. The back seats are obviously different, right? Because you get the suede, and you get this nice little suede accent in the back. Sunroof's the same. I think it's still the same LED light. So before, there's no handle here. Now it's this stupid little... That's still there. Let's see the other side. Same thing on this side, which is going to be better for installing the power tank. That's the same. still not giving us access to the back of this. This looks about the same, so I'm going to be able to use my plate and put my power tank in here. And see the detail continues to here.
That's cool.
Notice something else that's different.
Well, yeah, obviously the live valve.
You
Now,
got that.
there is something else that I wanted to check out to see how different it is, and we got to get under the truck for it.
The horn. It's much louder.
Well, yeah, because it's new.
We're here.
No.
We're here.
Let's open up the hoods. Open up the hood on that one.
I got it, Dad. I got
Open
it.
it up.
Oh my God, you're heavy. Is that green?
There are, looks like some noticeable changes in here too. So let's take a look. Obviously we get a new cover that's much fatter. That cover feels like it stands up longer. So it does look a little bit different. What else is different in here? I'm not really noticing much else.
Dirty.
The
Oh,
intake,
this is bigger. This is smaller on the other one.
the intake design looks a little bit different too, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is definitely bigger than the last one.
Intake looks a
Yeah.
I
little
noticed notable. And Dad, I noticed something changed.
What?
Clean. Dirty.
Oh, no, wait, no.
See?
Yeah,
Dirty.
Everything's the same on here.
So actually, it's almost identical mechanically. I know that there's some updates as far as the oil, the turbos. I think it's got, this one's running different turbos on the new ones. You know what? Let's make sure of something. I got the blue valve. What valve? What check valve do I have? Is it blue?
I think so. I don't
It's
know.
Yes, this has a new generation check valve. So you haven't seen our video? Go check it out. This is one of the most common problems on these fucking Raptors. All right,
Time to get under the truck, right?
time to get under the truck and close out the video. Oh, okay. There it is, right there. That's what I was looking for. The oil plug. We do get a metal oil pan. And they started doing this late 2018. Yep, this one has it now. The new one does not. The old one, I mean, doesn't. Now, our biggest concern is the live valves in that sensor right there. So that sensor, if you look, is connected to the upper control arm, and it has a little plastic arm on it. And it reads the position of the sensor, and it actually primes the shocks based on how it's set up. The problem is as we start mobbing, I'm a little worried that we're going to destroy that sensor and lose our suspension. Final difference is keys, and a lot of you guys already know this. Starting in 2018, they switched over to this really cool key that actually says Raptor in the back of it. Before then, the 17s had this ugly-ass Ford key, so it was a big improvement. So that's a very quick rundown, guys, of all the differences between a 17, which is the first iteration of the Gen 2, and the 2020, which, you know, has a few modifications.
Some good, some bad.
Age before beauty.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of the new beadlock. I think that's going to be more of a burden.
Yeah.
But, well, we're going to find out. So next step, guys, is we're actually going to start seeing how this truck runs off-road in its stock form. So we're going to take it just like it is and see how well it does off-road.
Where we gone?
And I think if I remember, we noticed that the new one is a little bit taller, right?
Yeah, the new one's taller.
Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of content coming as we take our brand new 2020 Raptor from stock all the way up to...
And break it.
That too. We're going to break it. But we're going to upgrade it as we go along. Now, we're not going to do full bolt-on match what we had before right off the bat. We're not going to do that. I'm going to do a video here coming up to kind of show you guys some of the lessons learned and some of the plans we have for the truck to get you guys ready for your next off-road build. So don't forget to subscribe and keep those trucks nice and dirty. You guys want to say anything?
Keep it clean.
Dumbass.
Lime green. Lime green.